Episode 554 of the TV Dudes, recorded August 28th, 2025. Peacemaker Season 2.
This week, we're back with the first couple of episodes of the new season of Peacemaker. James Gunn is determined to have a great DCU, no matter how many gay on-screen relationships he has to kill to get it.
We'll tell you where we think it stumbled a little.
And also what we liked.
Stumbled a little, where it stumbled. But that's for later. First, I'm Nick.
And I'm Les.
And we're the TV Dudes.
And you know, a bunch of makers at peace isn't all we watch this week. But before the diaries, let's talk Patreon supporting. Did you know that you can make a free account and join in on all the TV chat, check out all the apps on the Patreon site, all that stuff and more?
For free?
Yes.
I've heard the rumors, but I
free.
assumed they were just fluke
It's all true.
Tales of yore.
You can get over to patreon.com/tvdudes and check it out.
Hear the weekly show for free. Plus, for $1 a week, you get an extra TV Dudes episode each week. This week, we start a Carl Urban Marathon, also known as Urban Warfare.
Indeed. More like Urban Decay on this film.
With Priest!
It's a suburban film. Find out what we thought over at patreon.com/tvdudes.
And with that out of the way, I think we can get to our diaries.
The Diaries of the Television Dudes. Brought to you by only the finest cocaine wine.
We forgot to talk about Alien Earth last week.
Indeed. Oh, well, we had the finale of Revival to talk about.
Right.
And so it was all right. So we had a couple of Alien Earths pile up.
But we were, actually shocked that they ended up back on the island, Neverland Ranch Island, so fast.
Man, when we realized, wait, y'all are leaving the ship that's in the apartment building? I mean, fuck. Okay. Mm-hmm. I just assumed we were all going to die there. So
yeah, kind of it's a abandoned building with a spaceship crashed into. I'm like, oh, so everyone here dies and we nuke it from orbit eventually. And oh no, we go to another isolated place so we don't have to blow up a city.
We nuke this island from orbit.
Yeah. No, we Isla Nublar this,
And yeah, so they've taken all of the zoo back, this menagerie back to fucking Boy Cavalier. And the hybrid kids are getting weirder. Also, I got it. We were discussing. So our cyborg from the opening obviously was the villain that got his whole crew killed and put himself in the little protective hole and was in on it with Mother. Classic Aliens franchise bullshit. Mm-hmm. We knew that guy was a villain. He stood there calm while all these people died in the first couple of episodes. But in these last couple of episodes, I had wondered, when several of your antagonists are heads of awful, terrible multi-planet corporations like Weyland Yutani and shit. When one of your protagonists is Weyland Yutani, how do you give me a villain that's evil?
Yeah.
Have them groom a child.
Man, that's messed up.
Man, fucking with Slightly is not cool.
Moro or whatever his name is.
Whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
Man, messing with Slightly is awful. And I was relieved.
Just tell me your real name, kid.
I know he's letting it play out, which is not great either, but I was honestly relieved that Kirsch is overhearing all of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just oh, thank God, I hate Morrow. Prodigy is also terrible.
Yeah.
I can't stress enough that I shouldn't trust Kirsch.
I'm not what am I rooting for? Them not to steal the aliens from the...
But we watch so many movies and shows where they have a protagonist that I'm supposed to like and it just doesn't come off, or they're dragging them through the plot or whatever. And Noah Hawley's pulling off quite a trick that there's a lot of people in this show that you should not like. And you're still at least understanding some of what they're doing.
Right. They're at least interesting.
Right. At least interested in it.
I am I do like that how they treat her hearing the aliens. I'm still not 100% if that's not going to turn out to be dumb later.
I am so happy that it's them picking her and not Black Goo.
But I like that how they respond scientifically to it is okay, we turned off her hearing. Fuck that.
Right.
And
as we can, just turn that off.
Yeah.
And then slowly dialing it on of nope, there it is. Turn it back down, please.
Yeah.
But also him just having her yell random words back, just make random sounds back at it.
Yeah.
That is some man, have you just haven't watched a lot of sci-fi here on the island, have you?
Mm-hmm. We got to see more of the eyeball thing, which was cool.
Takes over a lamb, cheap thing.
I like that the eyeball thing seems to be like just sits there and kind of waits.
Like it's figured something out, man. It's gonna try something. Like it's gonna try the door. I think it's pretty sure that it can still replace an eye in a hybrid.
Right.
Like I think it's willing to give it a shot.
It was definitely willing to give it a shot with what's her name?
Right, and she's fine.
Oh wow. Now, talking about the right response for
Oh my god.
AI, like the minute she hits that fucking panic button when that robot says she's pregnant.
Right. Well, she waits a minute on the it's pregnant of just like, okay, well, kids get confused.
Okay.
Like kids think, I mean, like any little kid might think like, well, you know, God, okay, well, you didn't do the things.
Well, Jesus wasn't like, you know,
oh my
like,
God, we should have
okay.
explained religion better before we made you into robot gods.
And I just wanted to like slap everyone involved and go, now, do you see why doing this to kids might not have been the best idea?
Right. How like having these bodies during puberty might make them form some insane ideas.
Yeah.
Like
that you're never going to be able to fully dissuade them of now, probably.
Right. No, they're going to, oh man. Yeah. The pubertiness of it is going to make them so weird. And she is not cool. But as soon as she comes over that table at like robot speed, like that, like, would you like a glass of tea? Yeah.
And then like so lock her in her fucking security room, lock the doors after her, do not let that bitch out. Like just fucking
okay. And that also means like, okay, so if do you lock all of them up?
I don't know.
It's Isaac that picks his own name. Like they're all starting to get in the background of this interesting alien franchise type movie. You've also got this totally separate hybrid kids.
Well, you got this Asimov fucking like parable thing going on that's its own movie.
Well, and in the latest episode, they discussed, because the brother's there now, and you have like a proxy character to kind of get it explained to. You have Prodigy employee dude, Woody Daddleson, or Woody Harreldadd, I think is what it was called.
Woody Harreldadd.
The bald guy that's Prodigy's second in command or whatever, that's telling it, like trying to talk to the brother of like, so did you really put my sister in a robot? And like, well,
that's an existential question, isn't it?
Like, no, like he has two of them in the one. Like, did you put my sister in a robot? Is that really her? And like, well, those are two separate questions, man.
Separate questions. I mean, one is a practical scientific question, and one is an existential question. Like,
do you think it's your, you know? And then the other scientists.
What's the difference? In the difference between the two? Why it's the difference between a
$1 trillion business,
$1 trillion unlocking immortality design tech, and
a blanket,
a blanket with sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
What? An invention no one wants.
And I like the other scientists also discussing it of like, look, there's a good chance that all we've done here is make a bunch of AIs that deeply believe they are real people.
Right. Which definitely means we killed 6 kids then.
And yeah, so like worst case scenario, then we murdered 6 kids.
Right. And fucking no one knows.
Right.
Like no one really knows.
No, there's no way to, like, honestly, having the brother there is like, I'm amazed they didn't. Somewhere down the line, there has to be a phase where they were planning to reintroduce the families just to see.
Right.
That's the final.
That's the test. That's the tricking the final, like, believe I'm human fucking thing.
Yeah. Because the rest of this is entire history of you type shit, like Black Mirror style. Yeah, I'm loving Alien Earth. I'm loving all the critters. I'm loving the hybrid robots. I hate Morrow so much. You gave me a villain that I genuinely don't like.
Yeah,
without him being like a finger tinted villain, just in a like, this is a guy that long ago got shoved past his last line and has nothing to lose and is just gonna finish this fucking mission whether it kills everyone everywhere.
Yeah.
And like, I kind of get it. I hate him.
Right.
but I also get it. Just he has to be stopped.
Fucking psycho weirdo half robot people.
And knowing that we've got 8 episodes, I believe, or 10.
I think it's like
It might be. I
8.
can't remember what I looked up. But we've got a few more episodes left still, and I'm interested to see, like, does this show, like, is Prodigy only in this show? I don't know if I've ever seen the full expanse of the Alien universe. Have I only seen Weyland Yutani stuff because we're usually on a Weyland Yutani ship, but Prodigy's existed the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Or does this series answer why I've never seen Prodigy before because we nuked this fucking island and Weyland Yutani sends the Nostramos off in the final credits? Because I'm also here for that show. Totally down for that.
Yeah, that Weyland Yutani wins this corporate war.
Just straight up wins it. I'm good. That'll be interesting to me too. I am more interested in this show than I ever thought possible. The last few years have really been a fucking trifecta of bringing back my 80s properties.
Well, also, I do like his reasoning, too, of, like, I'm not giving up this ship back. If I give this ship back, I'm just going to wake up one day with a fucking chest burster.
Right. Like, shouldn't we just return them to Yutani? Like, yeah, no, as soon as they're out of our sight, that's a black box where xenomorph research is happening. That can't be allowed.
I don't care if it's not our expertise, so we're not fucking
right
handing this over.
Even if we do nothing with it, it has to be the only one that sits in a freezer that I go check on every day or so.
Sure.
Like, I need to have eyes on it.
Like, I need to look at it constantly like an Eldritch Terror thing.
Seriously.
Like, it's got to always be in someo's sight line.
Right.
Someone's got to be observing it at all times.
No, it's like having a weeping angel to study.
I think that leaves us to Twisted Metal.
Indeed. Which I can't see this as anything but a burn off. But they dropped all 3. They dropped quite a bit, like nearly 3 hours of 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours and 40 minutes of. 2.5 hours of.
I realize why they started with multiple episode drops is because they don't want a week to go by without a car race thing.
Yeah, it's the race pacing that's making it weird, and it kills me because
this week could have been one episode with the lightning race,
right,
and like the lightning round, cute.
Right.
And then the next week could have been a 2 episode drop. Because that's the final.
What I would have done. When I was trying to figure out how to break this, I thought they'd do it the opposite. 2 episodes and a big finale, but the way that the real finale, New Year's, is falling action and setup, they really should have broken it up, lightning round and finale. And I don't know if it's just not faith in the races, because both of those races were cool.
Yeah. The lightning round and the final round are actually pretty good.
With Twisted Metal are at this point are piled up quick like a car wreck.
I think it's coincidence because I don't want this to be the reason, but I do realize that once they confirmed magic was real, this shit got sloppy.
Right.
And I think that's coincidental.
Well, I think so. I think it bothers me that once they showed magic was real, I know they teased that like Grimm had some magic going and stuff, but like I really didn't like Raven's shield onk out of nowhere. That felt out of like it. That felt like a.
Well, it's in the game probably.
And I was like, it's probably in the game, but like same as some shit that happens later. That like I guess that's probably Axel's force shield.
So to me, you'll never be able to convince me that this show isn't a victim of COVID shooting and strike stuff happening and dropped like couldn't get actors back or dropped plot lines.
Yeah,
because a lot of this stuff just comes together at the end, and like I can see how on paper you thought this was going to work and how this all tracks, but some of this just doesn't have the time to breathe or to hit in any real way. I realized that I've known John. I knew John's sister for 3 episodes, right? 4 episodes,
barely. Yeah. And I'll be real, in the first couple of those, she came off as kind of nuts. Yeah. We didn't really get a chance to see what her personality was really going to be like. I was already complaining that it didn't seem like I'd seen Quiet with the dolls long enough to believe that Quiet was actually on board with this cult. Yeah, because they seemed like a Makeup Love and Heather's biker gang and not quite didn't seem like a joiner like that. And so like I was already a little thrown on that, and then we rushed through her and John's relationship, and then so much has to hinge on it. And like meanwhile, and we had the same problem to me with Mayhem and Axel, even worse.
Well, they introduced that the episode before,
Literally,
and then try
like
and pay it off.
Yeah,
and
like, and it kills me that it's not as simple as just cutting it out. It is why he jumps in front of the laser, which is a cool moment.
Yeah, no, it had this relationship sold. That's a good technically thing to do.
Yeah,
like,
but like the chain of sloppiness continues though, because why would you put that laser on your car knowing that it basically needs a specialized lightning round to be happening to power it? Well,
because it doesn't later.
Because later it doesn't. So like doubly sloppy. I was getting really irritated on this. And
so
I realize it is a show based on the Twisted Metal video game, and I hate feeling in this bind where I feel like I'm the asshole.
Right. Well,
because I got told to care and now they don't.
So the lightning round is back to a better way to hide budget.
Right.
It's dark. And
you're cutting through fucking mazes.
So really, you only have to actually have.
Later.
You only actually have to have
lightning round's open.
2 or 3 cars on screen at the same time.
Because you can't really see shit.
Because you can't really see
clouded.
So
it's a way to do the opening race, but cheat it. Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, this is more acceptable cheating.
No, and I love all the Tesla fucking coil tower things.
But also, it means that I couldn't really see Vermin's poison gas thing.
No, it didn't really show.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay, that would have been a thing that I would have loved to see it kill someone, actually kill someone, but we haven't had a race like...
Everything was so dark and silhouetted that when Axel's force shield hit, I thought for a moment that I was looking at Raven in her car, and I was actually looking at Quiet in one of the Roadkill copies, which I do like them copying Roadkill exactly, and there being 2 of those for the rest of the thing. That was fun. Easy way to cheat, that was fun. But I was really super fucking confused at what happened when Axel just seemed to bounce off her like a hamster wheel. That looked like her defense, not his attack.
To me, once they introduced magic, I think they got a little lazy with how they're incorporating stuff. And the special, the special things about the cars, like the special attacks and differences of the cars, it's not quite Death Race, but all the cars do. I'm like, oh, all these cars were a little samey. Like, Vermin gets to use gas. That's cool. That's very on theme. She does use it once and it doesn't work. Junkyard Dog doesn't get to use his spike ball.
No.
And they must have planned on using it because they built the damn thing, and that stunt must have fallen through, because why build it and not pay that off? Yeah.
Yeah, and to me,
why not even pay it off to where it accidentally kills him? Like, it doesn't work, but it kills him. They don't use it at all.
No. Oh God, I would have made that the joke. I had people going, no, that thing seems wildly dangerous to release while driving. Like, I don't know, look at what all we do. It's probably fine. Like, I don't know, man. We do a lot of crazy shit, and that looks dangerous to me. And then him release it flip around and go straight through the front of his car. But I would have got around that I wouldn't have had that on the back of his car at first. Like, he's just a tow truck. Like, like just whatever. And with machine guns or whatever. But when we get to the tournament, have the not minion be brought back, but have everybody brought back be all of the previous drivers undead now. Yeah. And they're all NPCs. And they're all
great.
Playing for...
Oh, that's great.
They're all playing for Calypso.
We get to kill everybody twice.
Yes. So you get to kill everybody twice. They're harder to kill now.
Yeah.
But also use the crowd in that screen and give me my... and in this corner, Sweet Tooth driving the clown ice cream truck, outfitted with, and throw up some on-brand, on-theme weapon that Calypso dreamed up. Because, like, look,
well, remember the flame
all
cones?
Of you were like amateur, all of you are amateur wrestlers, and I need you up to pro level.
The flame cones that looked like ice cream cones,
right?
And I think he uses them, but they don't look different than his regular missiles,
right? And I would have Calypso put something on each car, and cut over to Vermin being like, "Whoa, well that seems neat.
That's neat."
And but none of them are really good at using it, so that like the first time dude in tow truck goes and hits that button, it obliterates his truck.
Yeah,
like have a couple of them and Calypso go, Oh, I didn't think that through, but you know what? Still plays for the camera.
Yeah, no, we're
I don't know,
working
the
out
crowd
kinks.
liked it.
We're working out kinks.
The crowd liked it.
So I kind of like the idea that this was. I like the macro idea. I don't think it actually plays, but I like the macro idea of this isn't the tournament Calypso actually. This is bugging, testing for the actual tournament he wants to fucking do.
Yeah.
And like he's testing for it, and I'm like, oh, that might work, except it doesn't play near the end.
Right.
So, and also, wait, everyone's been watching this the whole time?
Right. Like the whole country's been watching this the whole time?
How have the outsiders been doing it? Well, I guess it's through magic or whatever, but...
Right.
Also, how did they... I guess, did he teleport everyone to the stands? Did they all come there willingly?
Yeah. None of that. I mean, like, to me, it made more sense that he somehow magicked a bunch of... I would have had those people looking around confused as fuck.
Fuck, like, what the... Where did
like
we come
from?
from?
He magicked all those people there.
And...
But that made the like UTI thing at the end make no sense.
But also, if that's the case throughout the whole season,
mm-hmm.
why didn't we use that more? That's great. All of a sudden, we can do replays and have Calypso can be commentating on screen.
The blood drive of it. Like, why not show this the whole time? Also, man, when they cut back to like, if it's the early aughts, NBC does not have friends.
Running Man. You know the crowd in Running Man where they start betting on Schwarzenegger
mm-hmm.
and they actually put his name up there? Like, fucking do that sort of shit.
Because, the flashback was funny, but he crawled out of that. I like him crawling out of that well. That's great. Like, that's cool. It fits with the Roanoke joke and all of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's really fun. Land of Opportunity. I don't know why this man has a hard-on for a car race tournament that he had to have been like 5 centuries in before he saw a car. So for the first 500 years when he was in Roanoke, did he want to do a different tournament? Like, because he can't have known what cars are.
I suppose you could do a chariot race. I don't know.
Right. Like I mean, was it Amish horse and buggy twist, like, twisted barrel board, like
warped wood.
Yeah, there it is. Splintered wood.
I don't know. So, to me, I actually would not... Classic example of don't give me what I said I wanted. So, like, okay, I'm super interested in Calypso and why he's doing this. And also, when we get any reasoning for why he's doing it, it doesn't make sense and fucking falls apart.
Right.
And I'm like, damn it, we shouldn't have fucking... He just likes car tournaments. We should have left it at that.
Right.
This weirdo likes a big tournament thing and likes having fun in the apocalypse. I would have it be he's impressing his dad.
That's what I was thinking it was the entire time.
As the devil. But he's having the pitch meeting at NBC, and at this point I know they don't have the budget to do it because they wrote it into this pitch. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm,
of like,
oh no, they make
so
fun of themselves.
Like,
that looks really expensive.
That looks really expensive. Where are we going to get the money for that? Like,
what if they wish for $1 billion?
Where are we getting money for all these cars? Like,
we're gonna have them bring their own car. Wait, you got Wesley Snipes? No.
So they're basically saying, like, joking of like, it sounds like we won't be able to put the cars on screen a lot.
Yeah, no. It felt like the Metal Storm thing of like, well, what if we make Fall Guy like, well, what if I have a character say that we're having third act problems?
Right, but we're not actually watching Metal Storm.
Right.
We're watching the movie about we're watching fucking Freak Out. We're not watching Metal Storm.
Right.
I'm watching Twisted Metal Storm.
Right.
And so the tournament rounds are cool. They're neat. They're actually pretty well put together for the budget they have, obviously. I think they don't have enough going on. They are hampered by how cool they can be based on that final round is actually pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's enough people around that it's a good free for all.
Right.
There's a thing they can drive around with containers.
Right. John drifting past to shoot a boomerang bomb.
But also, it doesn't quite feel like a final Twisted Metal round. This feels like one of the qualifying.
Right. It doesn't quite.
This feels like the Death Derby you qualify to get into Twisted Metal. Right.
Right. I realize that we don't have enough people for this to be any different, but I hate how freakishly useless bullets are, even when you're standing outside the car.
So they've been useful twice, basically. immediately in the qualifier round,
Right.
which I think they did so
on
that
purpose.
did on purpose, so you could say bullets aren't completely useless. Sometimes they like they're basically just shooting on the prayer of like when you program that game that with the shooting on bullets from a jet.
Right.
They're so crazy and accurate. Like you'd like, okay, I guess we're shooting on the prayer those bullets hit something.
Right. Straight up. Yeah. Because at altitude and speed, like they whip like a motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess we're just hoping we shoot enough of them that by the law of averages,
Right.
like we hit something important.
Yeah, because it's insane.
But you immediately notice that Grimm does not have a lot to do.
No.
Like Grimm doesn't have he can shoot machine guns out of his front and he's got that scythe thing. But otherwise, like, oh, that's why him and Sweet Tooth took a break from the tournament for a minute because they don't really have a lot to do.
Right.
Mike and Stu are in I didn't even realize they were in a training car, a driver's ed car.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen them drive in that tournament. Like, I
No,
don't really
the
like
two-wheel thing's hilarious. Honestly, I cannot believe someone didn't make more out of like what's Stu's last name, Dent.
That's great. What was Mike's wish? Why is Mike at the tournament?
Dude, right. Like, I honestly don't. I mean, I know he's the cannibal guy, and I keep wanting to call him Chad, but I don't know what that guy's
So I
name
know
is.
Axel's wish, even though we didn't get to see it. I was like, oh, he wished to find the kid again, which he did.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone gets their wish granted in a ironic way,
right? Which is what he says to the NBC execs.
Yeah.
So I like the joke of everything he's saying not making sense to them. Of like, well, you careful what you wish for, and they're like, what does that explain? That doesn't explain anything. I like that joke, but it undercuts Calypso. And you can't don't undercut Calypso.
Well, you realize that the NBC guys are right.
Right.
That's
why is
up.
Calypso a loser in the late 90s?
Well, he also like he's a bad presenter.
Right. But like, how does that guy have a space station in Calypso Aerospace Industries and shit?
I can only assume through.
I'm talking a few years later.
Magic, but
like because like the world collapses shortly after. So like, why not magic? Why go to if you have the magic to do the rest of this, why did you need NBC execs?
I don't know.
I can't believe that's the hill I'm dying on the
I know
logic of this show.
It's a joke, and they're going for the gag of it, even though it ruins some stuff. Like the NBC execs are right in the fact that so wait, there are no winners, then why tune in? And I was like, yeah, if no one does it, if the winner doesn't get their wish granted unironically, then no one's like, why is anyone fighting in this tournament?
Right.
Like the next time around, if they do another season with a tournament, why would anyone join?
No, because well, everybody who's still alive from the first tournament, Stu's back, and so can definitely tell you, no, you don't want to win this.
Right.
Winning this sucks.
Also, Stu goes to join up with Quiet and John, even
Mike
though
being the only other person who died by bullet, I think.
Yeah. Even though Quiet and John killed Mike.
Yeah.
And he doesn't and Stu already doesn't like them.
Right.
And they killed Mike.
No, we're at a point at the end of this where like the sloppiness is this will be a funny joke. Should we look back at what? No, we're almost done.
But also, shouldn't he have a final face-off with Sweet Tooth?
Yeah.
Isn't that where his arc is going? Maybe they're saving that for the next season. They're hoping to get.
Maybe. I did like. There were a few good moments where like Stu starting to run towards the wrong car.
Yeah,
and Mike being like, "Dude, what are you doing?" Oh yeah. Sweet Tooth at the well tied up.
Yeah.
Why am I the only one in chains? Because you're the only one dumb enough to try something. Yeah, when you put it like that, it makes total sense.
No,
yeah, obviously.
So that trial. Mwah.
Oh
so
my god! When I realized that Sweet Tooth is one of the only characters funnier, that's just as funny or funnier out of the car.
Yeah.
Everyone else needs to be in the race all the time.
Yeah.
Sweet Tooth is hilarious on its own.
So this season it wasn't dog shit. All right,
I don't want to. It's not. It's really good.
It's actually pretty good.
Better than most television. It's not as good as season 1.
It's just frustrating because it doesn't have the tools to succeed. All of this is basically budget shit.
Yeah.
And even then, there's some stuff that even with the budgetary restrictions, like why are we doing Stu's character arc twice? Why didn't we just make Raven the same character and just switch actresses? Because the fact that she's a different character actually weakens everything about her. I realized by the end where she's just shouting one-liners from her car,
right.
And I'm like, oh, I didn't realize this, but I actually would have cared if this was Nev Campbell. Nev Campbell had some gravitas, and I had a thing,
right.
And that would have been a reveal for her that she actually cared about something.
He calls her Ankh cheat codes, and I know that's just a
Yeah.
turn of phrase, but it hinted at something cool that they're not doing. I was like, I had a moment of like, because that had come after the NBC flashback of like, shit, are you guys not in an apocalypse?
Yeah.
Like, are you guys in a fucking Black Mirror
No.
video game he's put together?
I'm assuming that...
But no, the show's not doing that. Thank God.
I'm assuming that she knows a little bit of magic and can probably put a little bit stuff in her car, which is why her car is fancy.
So tiny things that bothered the fuck out of me, mostly is this one. May was unconscious. They carried her off the field, and she knew somehow to pull the Quattro thing out of her car.
Well, she did that before. Oh no, she puts it back in.
She put it back in to reboot it.
Yeah, that's right. Which was pretty funny. She blows the cartridge.
Yes, no, that was great.
But also, you realize that
when she woke up and still had it, and I was like, so no one else knows what Quattro is, so no one knows to take that out of the dash.
So to my point of not letting the cars be special,
right?
Quattro doesn't get to do anything almost immediately.
Right.
She figures out Quattro after and then drives her to the exit.
Quattro.
And then the next time she gets to drive it, he gets knocked out with a lightning blast.
Right.
And she has to drive herself.
Right. Immediately.
That self-driving car drove her once to an exit and didn't fight.
Right. And did really nothing.
So, I mean, I'm glad we saved it so we can use it later because we didn't use it here.
But honestly, I'm not as enthused about a season 3 at this point.
No, not if their budget isn't going to get bigger.
Yeah.
Don't.
So the other couple of lines that I loved were was it Mike saying when Calypso takes all of Grimm's souls.
So that's great.
And they do exactly what they did before, only this time it's even funnier because we know magic's real.
Right.
But it's exactly what I thought was happening. It's just invisible.
I just actually don't know if that's Calypso sucking the magic out of Grimm or if that's actually a psychosis of Grimm, but just Calypso's
just fucking with him
and using the magic to actually heal him.
Right.
Like cure him of multiple personalities.
But either way, Mike going, I don't know what's happening. And Stu's response of, I never know what's happening, bro.
Yeah. So that trial where they Harold and they
oh my God, yes.
I was like, yes, Twisted Metal, you have to treat Harold as real.
Like, it's a bag. I cannot be on trial for his delusion.
Yeah.
Well, you are.
And Grimm is like, it cannot have done all those things it said it did. And I'm like, I hear you, dude, but I watched and he did, though.
Also, I genuinely loved Stu's, I'm sure this is the moment they thought they had why they didn't have to have him face off. Stu's
He's my Herald.
He's my Herald with Sweet Tooth and them hugging and stuff. And I was like, this is why Sweet Tooth works. You should be scared of him and not let him within arm's reach of you.
No.
He might just kill you for fun mid-sentence. But also... I kind of love him, and he does like you.
Yeah, he does like you. That just doesn't keep him from killing you. Like
right. You just keep thinking that him liking you will stop the violence, and
right? It won't. Like that's a great.
Also, goddamn it, the best moment in 3 episodes was Sweet Tooth going, "What's this witch stuff?" And like, that's why we're serious? Here. And his immediate first time hearing of it.
First time hearing of it. We were in the wishing well thing.
What a great urinal. Like, I don't know, he looks like a kind of guy who would Josh, like throw away a perfectly good coin, make fun of you with his friends later.
I'm not a Rube Stew.
It's like, God damn it. First time hearing of it. and he doesn't care. It doesn't matter. He doesn't.
He's here for the love of the game, man.
And to kill Grimm.
Yeah,
like, it's just all that's
he's
enough.
Here for the tournament is its own reward for Sweet Tooth.
Well, and also it was nice of Calypso to throw the tournament he wanted for himself because he had his own prize in mind. If they hadn't done this, Stu was supposed to be in charge of putting together a tournament.
Yeah.
So that Sweet Tooth can be the best killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. That. So I didn't give a fuck about Mike. I didn't give a fuck about Raven dying, really. She was better than Mike's death. But
Vermin
Grimm's death was great. I enjoyed the shit out of that.
Well, Vermin getting wiped off.
Right. Vermin was really fun getting wiped off like a bug.
But Grimm gets fucking trashed, like thrown right, and then
driven over.
Yeah, and
did you think he was going to get up like an X-Man? No.
And to my point of we could have been doing this the whole time. Calypso goes, wow, I wish I could watch that as an instant replay. Oh wait,
I can. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we probably could have been doing this the whole time, and you could have been. Guys, that's how you cheat your budget.
Right.
You show a thing twice, but the next time it has grain over it on a screen, and you put special effects on it, and then pause and like you eat up some time by showing things twice.
Right. I genuinely don't. I really don't care about watching a season 3 because I feel like they still owe me a tournament, and we're not going to do that. I don't really I don't really like the whole world's the tournament thing.
That's dumb. That doesn't work.
But I needed that stinger because I actually said no out loud when Sweet Tooth when I thought Sweet Tooth died.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's off into the sunset and there's no more show. I just want to imagine that maniac still out there.
It's like a Santa Claus. Like, you want to believe in the magic of Sweet Tooth.
Right. Like, I don't really want a Princess Bride 2. I just want to think Wesley rode off into the,
He flips over the ice cream truck and realizes he's left his keys in there. God damn it. Great.
And then you won't break but the immediate thing isn't to break the glass and get into the truck.
Well, that'd violate the warranty, maybe.
Right. It's like so great.
So they bring in Minion, and Minion is, on one level, the best thing I like about Twisted Metal, and then later is the worst thing about Twisted Metal. So the best thing about Twisted Metal is that all of a sudden we can just have a what the fuck in Guyver hell is...
Exactly, like what in the Francis Ford Coppola's Guyver, like Vlad the Guyver fucking moves like a demon here.
So you'd think that the boss monster for a car tournament race would be, I don't know, a car? Nope. It's some sort of demon robot thing.
Right. With a soft spot on the back like a Doctor Who villain.
Sure, well, it needs a weak spot or something.
And but yeah, when it moves and like, okay, she's fast. That thing's fast.
Yeah.
And I like the design of it. I like the suit. I like how fucking strong it is. It's fun. I like that Calypso's basically a cheater. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I had no good reason to other than we were pretty sure that they were doing a completionist story thing where everybody was getting their wish but backhanded.
Yeah.
And I was 99% certain that they were going to follow through on all of that. And that, I didn't realize till you said it, but that's why as soon as they showed that thing, when Mayhem sneaks down fucking Real Genius style into his locker lab, as soon as they showed that Guyver suit, eyes turn on and like, well, that's John's sister.
Right. Well, when everyone else is getting their wish ironically granted, you're like, well, how is John can get his... Yeah.
The closest that whole thing came to working, and the only reason why I would be hard-pressed to cut it is when she gets to look at him and go, you wish.
Yeah.
And I was like, stupid on-the-nose dialogue.
It's pretty good,
Fuck
though.
you.
Like,
Fuck you.
But also, I like the idea of her, like, him not caring she doesn't remember him.
I love that.
That's a great flip.
Right.
I just think we needed another episode with Krista to fucking give a shit.
Right. I needed to see them become friends one episode more than hiding out from Axel.
Yeah, she needs to be in the tournament.
Right.
And, I don't know, maybe that EMP should matter.
Right. Right. My God.
Like, I thought at least it was like, oh, we're going to fix it at some point.
So I always thought the EMP was useless around cars because you're in a fucking car too. But when you're standing outside the cars fighting that thing... I think that'd have been a cool moment for the weapon she stole.
Sure.
To have come back into play.
Yeah.
And them hit it. And just as Calypso's going, what is that?
Yeah.
And the screens go dark.
Yeah.
So that he loses his mic, he loses his screens.
Yeah, fuck up his entire plan.
Shit. And at that point, the only thing he's got left to flex is magic. And he's got to show his hand.
Mm-hmm. No, that would be... Now that's a pretty good... You want to turn Calypso into the villain, take away what he's been working toward. Like
have him do something absolutely crazy and have
have
Quiet look over at the end and go, told you it was magic.
You cut the feed on the finale of Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
The viewers actually don't get to see the ending. And Calypso is like, what the fuck? I had this all perfectly down and now you
Man, I'd have it go to black. I'd have it start the credits and then cut back in a stinger of Calypso like beating on something, just screaming.
Right.
While shit's going nuts around him.
And then Calypso like, putting stuff together and like tying his tie. We're like, well, and then you see a map design of Tournament City 2 and like second time's the charm.
Right.
Like this isn't going to fuck, like I will get this done. But no, I kind of like the idea of this being a preliminary thing of the thing he actually wants to do, but I also don't really know what Calypso wants to do.
Yeah.
Get
something on NBC.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked the the consequence for Harold being killed is that his special magic friends get killed too. Like, that's a weird level of balance. That's great. Mike and Stu resolve their conflict a little too early. Like, that felt like, oh, really? We're going to resolve that immediately?
Mhm.
Although matching his teeth to the bite marks is great.
That was hilarious.
If the bite marks
Like,
fits, you're
no
guilty
one
as
can
shit.
see that match. Like, there, it matched perfectly. Did it?
I guess
Also,
we're just taking his word on it.
I don't know if I could. I don't know what to say. Like, you could say that you've never seen me eat a person.
Also, I don't know what's the tension of Calypso is the bad guy now. And I'm like, yeah, but Calypso is magic.
Right.
What's the like?
We're gonna kill Calypso. I don't know if that's a thing.
I honestly kind of like Calypso as a neutral, chaotic god that will grant you wishes or whatever. But the villains should be other people that you're trying to fight.
Right.
I think Calypso should just be an interesting demon that's trying to do shit.
Throughout the season, I'd have been fine if Calypso had helped out almost everybody at some point. Counter to, like, well, he helped John, but he also helped Vermin, but he also, just being an equal opportunity friend, which means he's an equal opportunity dick to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But like, also you might need him for a power up, but also he might get the power up to your enemy.
That explosion of the insiders was actually pretty good.
That was fucking great.
Like, it was looked really good.
They cut, then he blew up the insiders and the outsiders weren't blown up, and that didn't quite come across to me at first.
Yeah.
And they cut to a bunch of people running, and I was like, how are you?
Yeah.
Everyone died in that explosion.
It's the other side.
The other side.
Yeah. Like,
right.
Also, I always kind of thought the insiders were a bit pussies behind their walls.
Right.
I don't think them coming out of the walls is that much of a threat.
Right.
Am I crazy or what? Like,
yeah.
Also, they said like this tournament was an olive branch to the people on the outside, and I was like, wait, was it?
Was it?
Was that what was supposed to be going on while
That's
everyone was
not what
watching?
came off in season 1.
That didn't. So like, this season got written with a couple things they thought were gonna play throughout the whole thing. Like,
Right.
the televised aspect probably was gonna make a big thing of it. Raven was gonna make a bit more sense. Man, her just yelling, like, oh, this clown's trying to fuck me. Good thing I brought protection. And like, man, all she's done is yell like fucking one-liners.
Right.
And she's just not. All respect to Madison with
Two ends.
two ends and a Y, but they don't give anything for her character. She's just a less interesting version of Raven, which sucks.
Yeah.
The
Justice for Patty Guggenheim. Deserve a better character.
Yeah, I think it's
enjoyed it.
fine.
It's
I'll
fine.
probably I'll rewatch it when I rewatch Twisted Metal.
But I'll watch Blood Drive first.
But realizing that the fear of me, like, it doesn't exactly peak with that qualifier round, but that qualifier round is the one where the most cars are going around and the most nut shit is happening.
Zigzagging.
Yeah, and that's
colored plumes of smoke.
That's
Love
the
it.
Most Twisted Metal.
Oh, yeah.
It felt to me.
Thumping clown missiles out of a.
Oh, I've been waiting minutes to do this.
Oh my god, loved it. Yeah, want to rewatch just that.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to. If they're not going to increase the budget, don't bother, please.
Yeah.
I really don't want to see, because getting them out on the street again makes me think that this is going to be their justification for going to smaller interactions again,
Right,
and only
right.
a couple cars at a time,
Right.
and we'll only do a big
Because not everybody in the cities are car nerds who can drive and,
Yeah.
and all have cars.
we'll only do a big death derby at the end of it.
Yeah. No, I'm going to watch Blood Drive before that, and I'll just go watch Running Man in the theater. Because, yeah, I'm good on it. Well, that car wreck aside, I think we can probably move over to our main show this week.
Oh, yeah.
Peacemaker Season 2.
Make some peace.
We need to find Peacemaker. And like Lex Luthor, he's in possession of some kind of dimensional portal. I don't think you understand how important this is to the world.
Hey. Morning. Fuck you then, you crypt keeper looking bitch.
All right, yeah, let's talk about Peacemaker Season 2 over on HBOMax. I think it's still HBOMax. I believe it becomes HBO again later this summer. It's
Oh,
or
is that
maxing or waning. I don't know. Twice in a month is a blood max. Is that what we decided? Yeah. I saw the little clip of the podcast after the first episode of Peacemaker season 2 where Gunn said the closet thing, like the making the dimensional where Augie kept all his helmets and crap in season 1, making that the big focus point. That is a storytelling conceit that James Gunn loves, where something small and weird in the background of a first movie becomes a big thing later. You know? And I don't. That's the kind of retcon I don't mind. I'm okay with, because it feels comic booky.
Right.
And then there's another kind of retcon that drives me a little nuts. And we'll get into that in a minute, because Peacemaker season 2 does both.
Yeah. And also, I think Peacemaker is going to be a good bellwether for the future of the MC. Like Superman and Peacemaker are a good bellwether for how James Gunn's universe is going to go from now on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the fact that the Superman movie can basically do whatever it needs to, and the smaller characters and smaller stuff like Peacemaker is going to have to move around that
a little bit. It doesn't look like an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. relationship where like ABC was claiming they had something going on and Marvel was not picking up their phone calls.
And also it's
but yeah,
it's going to be a little loosey-gooseier in canon. But so this season, Peacemaker, I like that it shows a little bit after the butterfly thing, and then it jumps forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like it shows when he first starts to use he first uses the pocket universe.
Right. In terms of things we jump over, the head butterfly.
Oh, Goff, yeah.
Goff. So Goff just slowly starved to death over the time jump.
No, they don't mention that.
And Eagly eventually ate Goff, right?
I think that was a point of like,
because when he's feeding him on the porch at the end of season 1, I was like, but
there's a couple things you can definitely feel like Gunn kept those around because like, well, I might play with that later, and then he decided, nah, fuck it. And there's not enough room
and we
for.
didn't see Goff die, so comic book rules. Who the fuck knows? Maybe Argus has Goff.
I wouldn't put a lot of weight. Like Goth is dead until
we need
5 years ago.
Yeah,
like yeah, but
Why has anybody ever said that in a comic thing? Well, he's as dead as we need him.
Yeah, he's dead as we need him to be.
Well, speaking of dead as we need him to be, Rick Flag Jr.
Yeah, I like using Rick Flag as the instigator of the. So showing him, like, we've seen the two episodes.
Yes, we've seen 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Seeing him in the second episode opening as soon as he's in charge of Argus, after the fallout of A-Dubs being Amanda Waller being ousted. I'm glad that actually they carried that over.
Yeah,
that there's some consequences.
I like that. I also like that they're playing it honestly with a split enough hair that from the Superman movie, it doesn't feel in conflict of character. I feel like Rick Flag Sr. is at once a more ethical and better commander of this than Waller.
Yeah.
I also feel like he has a personal vendetta here that actually tracks for me when he's like, so I tried to get these files immediately and I was told they were classified, but I assume nothing's classified for me anymore, right? Bring me the fucking files.
Bring me these fucking files.
And all of that worked, because I still feel like you'd rather him be in charge than Waller. Like, I believe him when he apologizes to Superman of like, man, I'm sorry for what's
I think he's a more honorable man, but still
going to do all the same shit.
He's going to still do all the same shit, but maybe feel bad about it.
There we go. Yeah.
I think he's the split between Amanda Waller and his son.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
His son's a better man than
but his son's not a son of a bitch enough to survive.
Right. And then so like, okay, Peacemaker fucking killed my son. I wanted to see who wrote up the thing. The only person who could have said his last words is Peacemaker.
Right.
Did Peacemaker write up the report of how he killed Rick Flag?
I'm trying to think if anyone else is even half conscious in the room.
No.
But no, they rolled through another room.
They rolled through another thing. Of them. They're in a completely different spot when Bloodsport and maybe Ratcatcher.
Maybe Ratcatcher, but honestly, I'm gonna headcanon it because I think it's funnier that Peacemaker actually gave a full debriefing.
Sure, that could make sense. Oh no, he couldn't have. He was dead. He was like in a coma, basically.
Yeah.
I suppose they could have gotten him after
manhunted him.
But yeah, so get ready for there to be a lot of little things like that that don't quite add up.
And honestly, Gunn's thrown enough shit down in the DCU now that like all you would have to do is say like, yeah, well we had Martian Manhunter go in and just pull out the debriefing.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's a lot of psychics around.
Sure.
Because like in the thing where Gunn was talking about like what to keep canon, what to not to keep canon, changing out the Justice Gang at the end, that was the only thing that like consistently really bothered him, and it was simply because he had mentioned other shit like Batmite.
Yeah.
and he didn't want, you can't even know that name.
Yeah.
Like if that's not, and he didn't want that to not be real. Like that's real. Batmite fucking exists.
Sure.
And like, and that to do that, you can't be connected to the Snyderverse.
Yeah. Well, it was weird that he mentioned all that shit while he was still connected to the Snyderverse.
That's what threw me, was like, well, then come on, man. You knew what you were doing then.
Yeah,
like,
you knew you were basically violating the rules of the... But, so he sees a undead version of his father in one of those doors, jumps out, doesn't open that thing again for like 9 months. Rick Flag and the Argus people see that spot light up. They think of it as a glitch or an anomaly, but are keeping an eye on it. And the only reason they're really keeping an eye on it is that Rick Flag is waiting for an excuse to go in and take out Peacemaker.
Right.
Because right now, Peacemaker seems to be riding off a high of saving the world from the butterflies. And so I think Rick Flag either can't justify it to his superiors or himself of like, well, I can't just go kill this guy because he killed my son with my power.
But I can keep an eye on him until he fucks up.
Like, that would be irresponsible use of my power. That's a personal vendetta. I would be no better than Waller.
Right.
But if he fucks up in a way that is a threat to the play, I can take him out with it. Kind of like he's splitting the difference there of his revenge.
I also like the idea that there probably just wasn't the tech to detect that anomaly.
Before Luthor.
Yeah, before Luthor. That's my headcanon. It's like before the last 3 years of Superman, there was not an ongoing satellite that caught that.
Right. Well, also, like, we have to be real. In the first season, those things aren't doors. Like,
no. And that's the kind of retcon that feels comic booky to me, where I'm like, all right, I think it's funny that Chris grew up with this. You can't think about it too hard because that means Augie had a truce with 99 other Augies.
Sure. Or
there's
whatever the fuck are behind those doors.
Yeah, like, I don't know what the fucking clan grand wizard is of that alien jackass's race, but there is one, and that's Augie. And like, I do think it's funny that by this canon, Chris grew up with that closet in his dad's fucking bedroom because that's the house he grew up in, and that means that racist fuck beat Luthor to it. By like 25 years at least. That's amazing to me. That is hilarious to me.
That's really good.
Like, I would love to see Luthor's tortured spin on why that's not what happened.
Right.
Also, a whole lot of like Robert Patrick going, yeah, man, I hate all them aliens, and Luthor going, he's not with, that's not the same.
Yeah, Luthor, you're gonna have to snuggle up to some people you reckon.
Bedfellows.
Like the David Duke of superheroes.
Man. So in the new universe, we get David Denson, I think is the actor's name. Love the dude that actually plays grown-up brother.
Oh yeah, Keith. So that was the dad being alive, and then he sees the inside of it, and like the inside of the room, like this trophy case, and it's like the triple
top trio.
The top trio.
They've got like the key to the city.
Yeah, and like they're the big superheroes of this town or whatever. And it was an embarrassing amount of time for me of like, I wonder who the third person is.
Yeah, like,
and I was like, like,
who is janky Iron Man?
What event could possibly make these two people cooler and not as fucking psycho as they turned out to be? I'm not sure if Blue Dragon is a reformed white supremacist or if he was never, but
like I can't believe that DC's pulling a multiverse thing just as Marvel's being like, multi what? We've never done that. But I'm kind of digging it. I want to know all about Blue Dragon.
No, I'm not sure, like, chicken or the egg. is it because Blue Dragon didn't grow up as a white supremacist trailer park shit that he didn't make his kids fight each other and one kill the other?
Right.
Or did Keith not die and eventually that led him be a better person?
Because Keith seemed like he was cool, even when they were kids, like playing him devil music, playing him metal and being like, "We're best
Absolutely.
buds. I love you, buddy."
Right. I think
because it's not a mirror universe necessarily, or at least we haven't necessarily been told that. It is just a very different universe.
Yeah. Well, we're not even sure of like what's behind the other 100 doors or so.
8 doors, yeah.
I like the idea that Harcourt has a pervasive form of toxic masculinity. What? I have a vagina. Okay, yeah, I assumed.
Yeah, I assumed. Matt, Peacemaker Chris calling her out on, like, so I'm just saying, if you went back to that same bar that I met you in, the same bar you got in a fight in like 6 months ago, that bar's just full of shitheads, and I'm saying it might be a place where people go just looking for a fight. Like, well, I'm not doing that. That's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And like she loses, like, I'm not as broken as you. Like, cool,
right?
Good for you. All right.
She has a whole fight later with a woman in the CVS or whatever, and it's like, hey, if you're in a bad situation, because she looks like someone who's been beaten up.
Like, it's not what's happening here. Okay, a lot of women tell themselves that. Like,
right.
Okay, then fuck you.
In any way that, like, that woman as a crisis, probably a crisis.
Right. Her response of, "Lady, I am not a mirror."
And
damn.
To me, Harker, I'm like, okay, she might not be explaining exactly what your thing is, but her idea of you don't deserve this is probably a thing you couldn't,
It's not. You're right. Your anger shows me that you're not off from this.
You not having a husband that beats you doesn't make this advice completely irrelevant.
I like her dig on, like, shut the fuck up, Beaker. It's a Muppet. Do I look like him? Yeah.
Yeah, God.
Is that bad? It's not good.
It's not great. Well, she's Adebayo has burned herself and Harcourt because of what she did at the end there.
Right. And we'll get to my like both of our main issue with the show comes down to a thing going on with Adebayo. But before that, we got. I was afraid for the first 20 minutes of the first episode that we didn't have any vigilante in this fucking show.
Yeah.
I was a little worried that we didn't get Adrian back.
He's already taken a lot of backs. He hasn't been in the suit for 2 full episodes.
But I do think he's hilarious. Like, God damn it, that dude's just so weirdly.
So you didn't invite me to an orgy?
Like a lot of people, I use sex as a way to connect with my best friend. Dude, that's not
a lot of people.
Okay, I'm just saying I'm not a perv. I don't quote unquote like sex.
To be honest, man, I didn't like. I like how it's always funny to me how in touch with his feelings Peacemaker actually is. No, it was just a way to drown out my own feelings. In fact, it was much more of about myself than anything about like a friendship or love or anything like that. In fact, I don't know. It seems just like you aren't that into sex. Like all things that,
right? And he's actually. It kind of felt like he'd learned a little bit from the first season how to talk. Like, there's no reason to beat around this with Adrian. You should just go straight at it. Of like, no, man, here's my reasons. Because he's not gonna let it go. But also, I like Adrian trying to be friends with Economos.
Yeah.
Like, okay, man, this is a pointless conversation, just like every day. God, like I don't not take his calls because he's weird and the conversations are hilarious. It feels like John Mulaney being friends with the facts in The Bear.
Yeah.
Like, you know what, Adrian, I am going to give you $500. And I want you to call me every Sunday and tell me what you've done with it. You're talking about like Peacemaker being in touch with his feelings this season, even more than last. John Cena's killing it.
He is. So
in both episodes 1 and 2, especially in 2, man, his panic, his freaking out on the step with Adebayo. Like, it's funny that he, jumps off and like, everybody doing a dance for you because you're so good at winning conversations. Yeah. And like that's just very Peacemaker. But elsewhere in that conversation, he's, God damn it, Cena's crushing it.
He is truly impressive. The
same with his moment with Harcourt on the roof.
The moments,
great.
the emotional moments where they have to hit really hard
Yeah.
because of John Cena.
Yeah.
And knowing that he wasn't even James Gunn's first pick for Peacemaker when they were doing the Suicide Squad.
I cannot imagine anyone else doing it now.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely, he so owns that character. It's Hopkins and Lecter level. Like, it's going to be hard to recast that ever.
Apparently, I think John Cena was quoted saying that this is his favorite role, in the fact that it means a lot to him that he wasn't the first pick,
but he
proved himself to James Gunn, and they became friends, and he proved himself so much that they made man, there was no planned Peacemaker series, but he believed in me so much.
So yeah, I sold him on my version of this character so hard in that movie. That is cool.
And like he is just really thankful and like humble about it, but like is proud of the work he's done as Peacemaker, and I think that's really cool.
So the funniest dumb running joke that I've so far is Tim Meadows' character.
So Tim Meadows,
I can't believe that joke is real. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
When he charges into the house, and I was like, well, here's the moment where we know if he's fucking with Economos or not.
Brass tacks. I
can't fire my gun. I don't know what size that fucking thing is. Oh, he has. And then, God damn it, Tim Meadows, the distant, like middle distance stare and the sad, goddamn bird blindness. Fucking hell. And the single greatest moment in 2 episodes to me, Eagly just basically murders a handful of people.
God,
kills a team.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought you were going to hear me cheer from the other room. When he tore that dude's eye out in 2 episodes, that's the greatest moment in 2 episodes of Peacemaker.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably not really what I want for the show.
Right.
Damn, I'm glad it happened.
It's a slow build because they're slowly, he's not jumping into the alternate dimension very right away.
No. He doesn't have a mission to go there.
He doesn't, it doesn't feel like, I think Gunn was afraid that if he kills the Peacemaker and then jumps into it in the next episode, it'll feel like he couldn't wait to kill his own doppelganger.
Right.
And
getting there in 2 works for me. I really, honestly, in 2, I very much like the sending a text drunk and it doesn't send, obviously, because you're using your doppelganger's phone from another universe. And then drunk thinking, fuck it. I'll just walk over to the other dimension and it'll send.
Yeah.
And like, especially when you've just had, our dimension's hardcore is cut off and will not be vulnerable with you.
Mm-hmm.
And then that dimension's hardcore when the text back was hey, and then a broken heart. And I was like, again, when the emotional moments need to work, they work because of Cena. Everybody in this show can play drunk better than I would have ever imagined. But Cena stumbling down and then just like knowing he should get the fuck out of there. They are in the other room discussing where he is and why there was blood in the library.
Yeah.
And it's because of the fucking magic spinning throwing stars.
Oh, that's right.
In his own back. So it's not even blood from their Chris.
Right.
So they might figure that out.
You have to.
But I believe he stayed.
It's a writing trick that you have to in order for a lot of stories to move forward, your main characters have to do a dumb thing.
Yeah, that he's drunk.
And make a mistake.
And waiting on the 3 dots.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it. Yeah.
And so the trick is to have your characters make mistakes and have your audience not be mad at them for making those mistakes.
Right. And honestly, Chris is so sad that I'm like, yeah, you know what? Even if this just causes an interdimensional war, I don't care. This dude kind of needs a win and everybody's being dicks to him.
Right, well, he's having a hard time.
When the Justice Gang fucking, what's your special skill? Sucking dick. If that was a skill, that'd be a compliment.
I would be, it would be the best. But
man, is there a Highlanderness of cool? Did he absorb Snoop's cool when Snoop fell off this past week? Because Cena is amazing this year.
Absolutely. Well, I also think oh man, has this thing been on the entire time? Oh my God, how many times did I point out that chick's camel toe? So many times.
Guy set it up. Well, I'm not an AV person,
Yeah, I'm not an AV guy. moment I was impressed by was there's a moment with Robert Patrick where, as the reflection dad, is having fun. They're having fun just talking, him and Keith, and Cena is just out of it, and you can tell like he's doing a great job of just like really can't believe he's here with his brother and his dad, and they're just shooting the shit, and like this, you know, there's going to be a moment later where he's going to realize that his doppelganger is kind of a dick, and he's like, how dare you had everything I ever wanted, and you wasted it.
Right.
And
yeah, because they're in the other room, like, you think it's the pills again?
Yeah.
Like their Peacemaker on this side's clearly had problems.
Yeah, no, I think their Peacemaker is kind of a dipshit, and in a way that's even worse than our like kind of a dick. And there's a moment where Robert Patrick touches him on the ear, like grabs him on the ear, and just a familial like, hey son, I'm gonna go to bed, like love you, thing. And John Cena, like the way John Cena reacts to the ear touch is really powerful, like in a way that I don't need it said to me. He doesn't say anything in that scene, but it reads to me immediately that is the first time you can remember, like ever since you can remember, your dad has touched you without it being into inflicted injury.
There's just almost a flinch to it, like stabbed in the heart. I mean, like you can see it, like just turn him into.
His dad has never touched him in a way that wasn't to hit him.
Right. And that scene goes on to have, and I love you with Keith, and then afterwards Cena just breaks down, and he
cries, and it's great. Really good.
But I was really impressed, and I think it might be at the end of that same episode in the little interview with Gunn about that moment with the ear that's not in the script. It's not like in the scene action or anything in the script. That was just Robert Patrick feeling comfortable, like Robert Patrick and Cena feel comfortable around each other. Thing that he just threw in, because that's why you hire fucking Robert Patrick.
Right. Well, it's not in. And I think dialogue wise, James Gunn wants you to say what he says, but he also give you some room. Yeah. But in the like if you're gonna pass by him, like but that's the thing.
That ear thing, more than anything said in that scene, is what my memory ties to why he's crying.
That scene. That moment is so powerful. That scene could just be Charlie Brown.
Absolutely. And the ear thing would have got it through.
And it would have gotten the exact same thing through.
Yeah, like it is great acting, great just all around.
And in a way that, like, I actually liked the Superman movie. Its emotional beats it tries to hit with, like, Superman and his parents. This was way stronger.
Right.
That moment was way stronger than anything that they try to hit.
I loved that the Superman movie needed to be the saccharine it was for me, but but emotional beats in a grittier show hit me harder.
Right. I think they're allowed to be more fucking just.
There's more danger to the vulnerability in this world than in that.
Yes. These
people are taking more of a same amount of vulnerability, but you get the exchange rate's different.
Yeah, well, things aren't like in Superman. Things are going to work out, and in Peacemaker, things are probably not going to work out.
And I still love.
There's a real danger of Peacemaker just being alone and punished for being vulnerable.
So I think that's everything that I really loved about it.
I think
before we get into the thing that just annoyed the living piss out of me.
Well, Tim Meadows also is just, despite his bird blindness, he's so weird and aggressively weird.
Man, when he's just picking on Economos and massaging his shoulders at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, your chins are cool.
He's doing a lot.
Fuck, man.
He's doing a lot of stuff, and you know that it's like, his superior is like, he's going to be there with bells on. Did he say that literally? No, I added the bells part. Don't do that.
Yeah, like you can tell everybody doesn't like him.
Like, he's so weird, and I'm like, is this spycraft, tradecraft? Are you trying to make people uncomfortable? But then he never drops it.
No. When he names the team and Ponyboy's like, you can't name us like that.
Yeah.
All right, Cupid doll. What?
Yeah, keep going.
What he ends up on, but I think it might stay at Cupid doll. But yeah, I want you to keep pushing, man. Was one of those just titties? She's one that Eagly tears the throat out of. Fuck.
Yeah. No,
he's going for that neck, and I'm like, he's killing people. I love you, Eagly.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Killing people after we humanize them by giving them names and pushback of those names that don't define them, because they're real people.
Right. but even as he was giving them nicknames, and I was like, if you gave them real names, it would actually take my brain longer. I would If you give me somebody's real name, I want like 3 more facts before I care about their death.
Yeah.
If you give them a nickname
Yeah.
and then kill them, somehow that cheats it.
Yeah.
And I realized as soon as they nicknamed
God.
them, and I was like, oh, but like those 7 dwarfs are dead now. Like,
Eagly doesn't kill 7 faceless Argus agents. Like, their full names,
Like,
they have...
that's Cupid all.
all of them at least had a couple lines of dialogue.
Man.
But yeah, overall, I think the show is actually pretty good. Where it falls down is some stuff that is... I'm feeling like... I would do it different, but also that would make things completely different in Gunn's universe. So Gunn has a methodology of going forward that, do you like something? That means it's canon. Don't fucking worry about it.
Right.
And his don't worry about it mentality is needed some places.
Right.
So the don't worry about it is great for the Snyderverse. Like, was Peacemaker part of the... Hey, wasn't Peacemaker part of the Snyderverse? Don't worry about it. Don't bother me about that. Where it doesn't quite work is in the actual relationship stuff, character stuff. So things like Joff, like we were talking about, like, oh, that sounded like a kind of a big thing that Peacemaker might have to deal with in a minute, but like, I don't really care about it. So fucking like, oh, well, would Joff's death have affected Chris, or Goff's death have affected Peacemaker in any way? Like, would he like it could have slowly started that? Nah, just don't worry about it. Okay. But where it really hits is some of the stuff. Like, I think the biggest part is Adebayo's partner.
So I came in super
Wife?
hot on the
Are they
episode
married?
intro. I realize it's not like James Gunn is just fridging every gay relationship but there aren't that many gay relationships on the show, Peacemaker's bisexuality aside. And Adebayo's relationship is the kind of retcon that drives me nuts. Adebayo's relationship had gotten stronger over the season.
So,
and I thought ended on a high note, and then it's that it happened off screen.
Yeah.
I don't know how they got from okay and to this.
So at least she's in the second episode. I thought she was just...
It almost makes me more
I thought it was
irritated
like...
that it's not because she's that they couldn't get the actress back.
To me, that comforts me in a way of like, oh, this wasn't just to ditch this character.
But like that scene in episode 2, I was like, but now you guys have to play out whole scenes where, again, I have to pretend like you guys had a fight that you didn't have.
So, and here's how...
She's so mad.
Here's how, through the context of the show, I believe it happened. So, she basically fucking WikiLeaks Amanda Waller and airs out all her dirty laundry, blacklists both her and Harcourt, and gets her mom fucking ousted of Argus. And their relationship was stronger because that meant that she burned her down her career and basically wasn't going to do this anymore.
Right.
She doesn't outright say... I rewatched it recently, the finale. She doesn't outright say she's not going to do this job anymore. But
it was intimated.
It's heavily implied that I'm not going to do this anymore because
I did it once, and at the end of it, I burned every bridge I have in the intelligence community.
So
basically,
she hasn't worked in the intelligence community since then.
Right. But the thing that her partner's mad about is her job in the intelligence community that she doesn't
have. So the excuse they seem to be running with is that immediately she tried to make a security agency.
Right.
And that she has been trying to get back into the intelligence game since she's been ousted.
Because she just fell in love with it. When she's in that second episode argument of like, you're getting in the way of my dream.
Yeah.
I'm like, was this your dream?
Was this your dream?
It became your dream off camera.
It felt like in the first season, it felt like you were good at it, but you didn't really want to do it.
Right. And hear me out. All it had to be, this is, promise you, enough reason to break up with someone. Willfully staying unemployed for 9 months.
There's a point in the argument where they go like, well, your dream is coming at the expense of
my reality.
And if that was the closest to your argument, it's not explicit enough, but I was like, okay, that is the closest to your dream running as being a burden on me.
You're right. Technically, I just needed to go a little deeper at that point in the argument of her like, look, I don't know when this became your dream, but you burned every bridge and you can't do it professionally. So I'm paying for everything.
Yeah, and they don't... I think they imply that, but they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. They
I
want
was so shocked when she showed up in the second episode.
They want two reasons. They kind of like don't want it. They don't know which reason will play better, so they're kind of playing like what's the But to me, it reads as you guys are having a fight about a thing or you guys are mad about a thing that isn't happening.
And it's drama I don't need. I don't see any reason why Adebayo can't have a functioning, healthy relationship going.
Because we need something for Adebayo to do.
I think it's to parallel. I think Adebayo's going the way that he's trying to find Harcourt over there.
Yeah,
I think Adebayo's going to realize that there's a woman over there that still.
Now
likes
that would
her.
be interesting. To me,
and that thinks it's hot that she's doing this stuff.
That would be cool. I think it's much more simpler than that. I think it's just, hey, we need Adebayo to do something in season 2 with, well, do we want to ditch the relationship? No, we should keep it around. But in a lot of shows, they just reset back to 0.
Yeah, just throw a bomb in it.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's get them back apart so we can get them back together by the end.
Right.
And that's lazy. It's pretty lazy fucking TV writing.
Yeah. It is the giant shining thing I don't like about season 2, and I was really surprised that it carried on into episode.
It makes it to where we've basically had maybe one episode in between the 2 seasons of where we've seen their relationship not be a fight.
Right. Well, that's what I was like, this can't have happened off camera because I don't know the status quo you broke up.
Look, I would have it be, even if she broke up with her, I would have it be that, look, we thought we would stop fighting after I quit Argus.
Right.
But we kept fighting.
And
it turned out it wasn't about that.
And like, I don't want to have that conversation be in a car between her and Vigilante. Like, I want that between the two of them of just like, hey, so we were fighting when you had your job, then you lost your job and you went to work for your mom and we fought through all of that. And then that ended and now we're still fighting. I think maybe we just don't work.
Yeah, what's the common denominator? I think that would have been a mature storyline.
Right. And also, it would have given Adebayo something a little different to like, I think it would have been funny if everybody else is sad because they won't, have it out, like have a good, real conversation with their other person or whatever, CW style. And Adebayo's like, no. My heartbreak is different. I'm the grown up.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think, but they're all the, what do they call them? The 11th Street kids?
Yeah, 11th Street kids.
Yeah. And so they're all people that are dealing with their emotional problems in a bad, childish way.
Right, in a drunken
to the point where Peacemaker's the only one really trying to be open and vulnerable with any of them in any kind of...
And he's still drunk dialing.
And he's still drunk. He's still not great, but he's just better at that than them.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact that he just wants to have a conversation with Harcourt. Like, man, should we talk about like what happened on the boat? And like, it doesn't have the... It's like, it's cool. Like he doesn't have the expectation of like, I just want to like talk about it and like maybe don't throw it in my face and say it was a mistake or whatever. Like,
right? Can we not just discuss it? Yeah.
And Harcourt, of course, is mean about it because that's how it is.
He's the doodliest dude.
So there's a moment in the party where they have, which is a fun party, and it's why I'm going to keep watching this show because there's moments like this where he does the fishing reel thing and reels her in.
And she resists.
Harcourt can't quite. She's fighting that smile the entire time.
There's so much in this that works. Cena is such a big dude that he keeps his hands real tiny right in the center of him, and he does he doesn't move his shoulders or even his upper arms. He does it all with his wrists and hands.
His pantomime's pretty good.
It's great. But then when she resists and he just immediately puts the leg up and like really pull, like he's fucking reeling in a marlin. And then her playing along too is super sweet.
Yeah.
Of like, well, I reeled you in with a fishing line. I would have thought maybe you found that offensive or something. Just could have torn a hole in my
sweater. Could have torn a hole in my jacket. That was been pretty rude. Like it's Harcourt's version of playing along, but she's like he's cracking through her armor a little bit. Like a little bit.
Like, come on, you like me.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, he's a likable fucking big doofus.
When Adebayo's partner X is like, I can't believe you're hanging out with that meat or lunkhead or whatever, and like, he's actually really getting in touch with his sensitive side. Like, you think he's had a real breakthrough.
No, you can see why her partner might think that that's just an excuse. Like, why, like, you always making excuses for Chris. Like, no, I'm actually saying that he's actually a pretty cool dude now.
Right. Like,
Like-
no, he's gone through some shit, man.
Like, in fact, if I was in trouble, he's a pretty good friend to have. He'd be in my corner. Like,
Him having to call people to, like, help him dispose when he can't wrap that body up.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, his, like, the fucking face he makes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dropping the head, all of that. Just also, I mean, like, he's taking like a Silkwood shot, just like, you know, crying, trying to wash the, like, scrub the blood off him with a loofah stick.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get Vigilante, like, you get Adrian over there helping him cut up the body. And, like, it's just the best night with his best friend.
Sure.
And,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Well, I mean, you having an orgy, you don't call me, but when there's a problem, all of a sudden. I thought it was actually, and of course he's got to kill his doppelganger because otherwise we can't do the switch around thing. But I also see like why he's going to be tempted to jump through. Like he knows they're going to track him when he opens the thing. Like fuck it, and he's just like not going to think it through. He's got to go fucking hide this body.
I also kind of like that the murder and the mystery and the things that are like the show is technically happening over there a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And like over here, we're just having parties on rooftops and getting spied on, but nobody's really doing anything.
Yeah.
And I kind of like it. To me, that is one of the rare times where you're doing something kind of fun and twisty and clever with the show format.
Well, to me, it's
from a structural meta standpoint.
To me, we're on Chris's side. Hey,
Right.
the audience, don't you want to see the other side of this?
So
It seems like a lot of interesting stuff's happening over
I
there.
find it hilarious to think of a multiverse show or movie where, like, technically the movie we went to see is the boring one here, but we're going to spend most of the movie escaping that movie and going over here to this other movie.
Right.
And
So
that I don't know. There's something really funny about that to me.
well, it's a great way. Not only are you okay with a character making a mistake, you're rooting for them to make the mistake because you want to see the results of it. Like
Right.
you're now like, man, I know that going into this could be the worst thing you could possibly do is to go into that fucking universe.
Well, and we're going to get to do a bunch of wild shit that doesn't fuck with the oncoming movie continuity, except to say that at the end of this season, hey, having a closet door in your bedroom that leads to another universe is bad.
Yeah.
Stop, like Mr. Terrific style. Like, no, stop making these in your fucking home.
Man, it would be great if Mr. Terrific shows
I
up.
want
Like,
him
no,
to show up so bad.
No!
Like he's just going around the planet. Now that they've got the thing that bings when one activates and the device that reads them, he's just going around and like,
Bad.
stop that. Stop that.
Stop it right now.
Damn it. Goddamn Mr. Terrific. You want a Metropolis? There are buildings there that still don't fit.
Just a little crooked, I think.
Oh man, I'm such a jerk. Yeah, I came in super hot on the killing off a gay relationship. I still am mad. I wrote that, to be fair. I wrote that intro in between seeing episodes 1 and 2, so I didn't know that character or actress was going to come back in episode 2. I still stand by that it is a ridiculous relationship drama bomb to throw in here that I don't need for this show and kind of annoys the piss out of me.
I think I was more prepared for it because as soon as James Gunn took over, I made the deal with myself like, cool. Some of the details of this are going to get sloppy.
Yeah.
There's no way about that. Gunn is not Kevin Feige. He doesn't really care about continuity that much.
Well, and that's their different bet they're making than Marvel.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's a very comic book bet. It is how all comic books have worked. I would say, like you said, the danger is that it makes emotional beats not line up sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
In comics, I know we all like to remember the Wikipedia style way that it all felt, but like if you go back and read individual panels, a lot of times the dialogue and everything kind of sucks.
Yeah, get ready for characters to sound completely differently when they're in other people's movies because
that's comic books, man.
That's there's going to be no Kevin Feige to make sure that and
Marvel made a bet the other direction, and it worked as Marvel, and we'll see if there might be a charm arise out of this that overpowers the weirdness. In just it being different than Marvel. Yeah.
No, I think there's going to be some cool, interesting things that are like.
I guess I didn't expect it to happen between seasons 1 and 2 of Peacemaker, and that kind of annoyed me.
I think in the same way that Superman has a couple things that don't quite line up for me, like, hey, so none of these movies are going to be Winter Soldier or Endgame or Infinity War, big oh my God, I can't believe all that came together in a way that was satisfying. My God, they're gonna have a couple things that don't add up and are gonna, if it's gonna bug you, it's gonna be in the back of your brain. Like, wait, what? How the fuck does that?
Hear me out. If the guy that changed Marvel with Guardians of the Galaxy now works for DC and brings over the Russo brothers.
So, man, that would be a great coup of like...
That would be comic book as fuck.
Yeah. I think the Russo brothers are kind of... I think they want to make like fucking spy movies now for some reason.
Yeah.
Did they make Gray Man and fucking that...
they did something else
Ghosted
too.
or something?
Ghosted.
Right? Like they're into spy
I think
shit
that was
now.
Ghosted. If they did. And they also did whatever that Swimming in Tooch spy show was.
Oh, right. Yeah, spy shows. Yeah, I think this will be... I think this will be very good. Like, the first season was very good. In fact, I think it might be a little bit weaker than season 2, because strangely enough, Gunn's completely in charge during season 2. And I think that's actually the reason it's going to be weaker.
I can see that. Which I think right now what's buoying it back up is Cena being honestly better than he was in season 1.
Yeah.
Like, Cena's really bringing it. I think because he really feels even more in the character now.
Right.
But yeah, I think you're right. I think I would have sworn Gunn was entirely in charge of season 1, but this feels even gunnier.
To me, there's
like 3 needle drop endings for episode 2.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of like James Gunn's I don't care about that is pervasive, and sometimes he needs to care about a thing and he needs someone to tell him that he needs to care about that.
You know what he does care about? How much 30 Seconds from Mars sucks. I don't know if you watched...
I did watch the Stinger thing.
Stinger things, but goddamn, he hates Jared Leto so fucking much.
And he hates him so much.
Man, you cannot lump Spin Doctors in with 30 Seconds to Mars. Man, Spin Doctors are so good. Yeah, 30 Seconds to Mars.
That Harcourt has an opinion about that too, of like, no, even as a like hard case as I am, I still will not let this stand.
Like, no, don't you dare.
Because the first season, to me, I don't remember having these things don't to me, I don't remember anything wrong with the first season, at all.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for Peacemaker Season 2 for us this week. Tune in next week when we talk about Long Story Short, which is the new animated series from the creator of BoJack Horseman. I believe this one is not animals. I believe it is animated peoples.
Animapeoples.
Animapeoples. And we'll see.
Animorphs.
Brings the funny. No, that's a horror show. God, I want an Animorph show. Watch the shit out of that Nightmare Fuel. Where's Cronenberg on that?
Yeah, if only they ever made an Animorphs show.
There probably is one. It's probably horrible, right?
You know, actually, I
have no idea.
Dude, I'm being facetious. There's an Animorphs show.
Oh, I've never seen the Animorphs show. I've only seen animated GIFs of the fucking channels.
Hey, we found a Patreon.
Oh man, yeah. All right. I feel like this has probably come up when we were talking about vampires or something, and I probably just blocked it from my memory.
Man, I could have sworn I've told you about Animorphs before.
I know you told me. I know the book series exists.
It might be on mic. I don't know.
It probably is. That's why I'm going ahead and copping to it. There's somebody out there that's like, well, no, on August 12th, 2021, Les was told about Animorphs. My brain blocked it out for safety. So yeah, next week we'll talk about Long Story Short. And until next time,
TV Dudes out.
All I've ever wanted is to be a real hero.
You're one of us. We need you.
You ready for the next adventure, pal? I'm gonna pretend you found that. Fuck off!
Who's that guy?
It's just some rude motherfucker who I say hi to every time and never says hi back!